Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Catfish Weekly. I'm slowly but surely taking over this show. Oh, I am your host, the Chad. This is my little bitty fellow of a co-host, Lyle Stokes. Lyle, happy Memorial Day, my friend.
Happy Memorial Day, and we want to thank all of the veterans and current military personnel. And please remember the fallen that has given everything so we can do what we do.
That's right.
It means the world to all of us, and they will never be forgotten.
Absolutely. Very, very good opening speech by the co-host here, Lyle Stokes.
I see Harley Neal is in chat, and Zach Murray, Jose Catfish, and Chrissy Brown, Mike Greenwell, Maurice Kaysen, James Kirkpatrick, Lizabella's in here, Lance McCouguy, Ernie Brown, Jose's Catfishing, Ray Smith. Glad to see Ray in here again. 922 Crappie Barbecue, Moonlight Fishing. Let's see, Big Wrench Catfishing. That's a new one, I think. Jose's Catfishing.
What's up, Big Wrench?
Mike Greenwell. David Funk, always glad. It's a privilege to have Dave in here. Mike Sampson. Oh, man. I could get down to the bottom. I went the wrong way. I'm a little rusty on this. You usually do it. There's my beautiful.
See what changing stuff up does to you?
That's okay. We'll figure it out. Good. Travis Young, Mike Irwin. Catfishing Katie Collins has joined us. Maurice Kaysen. Sean Abney, Tim Molina. It's all mine. Hello, Michelle. There is the lovely D. Big Fishing with Big Mike. Let's see. I hit it the wrong way again.
That's all right.
Oh, there's Richard with Mad Catters Catfishing. And while I'm talking about Richard, we want to remember if you are former, present, or past military personnel, we have a giveaway for 2 bank fishing rod holders. If you go to the Catfish Weekly page, and there's a sign-up sheet right at the top. It's pinned to the top. And get on to that, and we will add you to the list of people, and that will be given away July 4th right here on our show. Isn't that correct, Chad?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Our Independence Day, the day they have all served and helped us keep.
That is exactly right. Fishing with the Squirrel, Avid, Tim Molina. How many have I missed, Chadwick?
You've done pretty good.
I see Real Gals is in here.
We got Doug Kale, Freddie's Outdoor Adventures. I'll go ahead and shout him out, even though he's done me wrong this weekend. We won't talk about that. I know you had mentioned a few of these, Lyle, but
I forgot it my own self. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure we thank those that have taken the time to become members of Catfish Weekly: Chrissy Brown, Lizabella Kirkpatrick, Fishing and Freedom. Let me see if I've missed anybody else up through here.
Danny Stone. Danny Stone is a member. I want to thank all you folks for doing that.
The Weekend Angler.
Yep, Josh is a member.
Thank you all.
I seen Mark with Catfish and Crappie Podcast. He was one of the early guys in here. Wishing everybody happy Memorial Day. He is also a member. Get Hooked on D. Let's see. That's all I see right now, but we appreciate it so much. It means the world to us. Ray Smith is another member. And if we've missed anybody, we are terribly sorry, but we want to acknowledge you guys. And I think that before long, maybe in the next week or two, Chad, I think we should probably have a members giveaway and give away one of our Catfish Weekly mugs.
I like that.
So if you're a member, if you care to be a member, there is a button right below the screen, and you can go down there and join it. And there's several options on what you can do and not do. And Chad has been a member for 14 months. Wow, that's a long time, Chad.
That's right.
And we can, like I say, I think either next week or the week after, I think we'll just do Danny Stone for 5 months. We'll do, say it, Chad.
Well, you know what I just noticed on this though, Lyle, is like on the StreamYard, that doesn't come up.
No, it does not.
Only on YouTube does the membership call out thing come
That's
up.
correct. That's correct.
Interesting. I did not know that.
But yeah, we have the Catfish Weekly Bugs, and I think a membership giveaway for one of those is in order.
I like it.
All right. So you had a rough day for a day off today.
I did have a rough day. I think it's karma, Lyle.
Karma? Do tell.
Well, the missus had to work today. And last night I was teasing her because she had to work to make me some of their fishing money. And, I told her yesterday, I said, let's go spend some money. I need a new toy. So I went out and I bought myself a new pressure washer so I could, do the sidewalk and the driveway and all that kind of stuff. And I got about halfway through it and it ran out of gas. And I did me one of them sling blade moments, and I opened up the gas tank. I looked up and I said, "It's out of gas." Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then I filled it up, Lyle, and when I did, I went to lean, and lo and behold, I don't know if you can see the wrinkles right there, but
yeah,
my smart, just put my hand right down there on the muffler part of it and the exhaust, and it lit me up pretty good. I've been down for pretty much the rest of the day with that.
Oh man, I told you earlier, I kind of lived that lifestyle, being in the automotive industry my whole life, and you're always getting burnt, and but it doesn't make it feel any different for you. It still hurts, and I remember a time when they used to tell you to put butter on it because that's about all you had when you was a kid. You didn't have nothing else. But they got some real good ointment, but I think you done the right thing. In my opinion, the best thing you can do to first or second degree burn, if you have it available to you, is ice, and leave it on there as long as you can stand it.
Oh yeah. Ice. And then I did have my brother, he lives a couple houses down from me. I had him go and run and get me some burn cream and galls. And I ended up, when he got back, we wrapped it up real good, and I kept it on ice for about 6 hours today. So,
wow,
sis, good Lord.
Fried Chadwick. Hey Betty, how you doing tonight?
Maybe I can use that as an excuse to not do too much work this week at work when I go in.
Well, you never know.
I'll go, oh.
James Dockery says, and it's still funny that it happened to Chad and not the rest of us.
Talking about the guy that lived in a boot in 2021, or 2020 and 2021.
I feel the love.
I know, right? Hey, Hillbilly Hippie, what's going on, Mike Irvin? A Couple Crosses Fishing is also a member, Lyle, and there's Mark from Catfish and Crappie, who's also a member.
We appreciate Betty so much for all the stuff she does.
Oh, now I'm being called a little wuss, or a wuss because of a little burn. I've got pictures of when it first happened. And like, it takes a lot to hurt me, Lyle. I'm a manly man, and there was I didn't even shed a tear for like the first 3 minutes, and minute 4, minute 5, they started coming. I was like, I called my mommy, and I was like, I need you. Anyway.
Well, hopefully it'll quit hurting.
Don't clap your hands when you do it either.
Yeah, but that's right. And you get healed up in a few days, and
I hope so, because I got a thing going on this weekend where I am about to take it and whoop Brian B. Catfishing and Freddie's Outdoor Adventure
again
Saturday evening. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Well, let's hear about that.
Well, Miss Bella Kirkpatrick and James Kirkpatrick are taking a different approach to the online tournaments. And I like to think, because, James, he looks up to us, Lyle. Like, he catches trees like you, and he really just looks up to me as the great fisherman that he wants to be one day. And they're putting on a tournament to help those in need in our community. So they're going to do a 2-day tournament, Friday evening and Saturday evening, to help raise some money to help some people out. So,
Okay.
very applaudable to them. I thought we would jump in there and help them out.
That's a great idea. Oh, we got a new member. Thank you, Big Wrench Catfishing.
Yeah.
That is a very noble venture that they
It
have
is.
come across, and I don't know how they will determine who
I don't know.
is the thing, but we should have had one of those two come on the show or both of them tonight and explain how that works and all the stuff. In fact, if they would like to, if they would message one of us, we would love to have them tell everybody about that because, I would watch their show about it, but as with so many things, I have so much stuff going on, it slipped my mind. But Ben's that's this weekend. It'd be great to have one of them tell everybody how that works and how they come up with this idea. So, Elizabeth or James or both of you, if you want to, just send one of us a message and we'll send you a link if you're interested in doing that because that's a very honorable thing you're doing, and it affects our whole community. And that's kind of what we're about.
I'll take care of that.
Hey, there's Paula Smith. Hope you're doing well, Paula.
Just in case they decided that's a yes, Lyle, I went ahead and took care of that.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
But
Fishing chick, all the way from Arizona.
I wonder if she's made it back to Arizona yet.
Well, last I knew she was out east.
Yeah, she was up on the Potomac. They had the Potomac meet and greet this weekend. It looked like they had a blast up there this weekend.
Oh, yeah. That'd be really a lot of fun to go out there.
But then we got also this weekend, we've got the Ladies Catfish Rumble Saturday morning put on by Dee and Nina. So that's
yes, we do. And Dee,
exciting.
If Dee wants to come in here and elaborate on that a little bit tonight, that would be awesome also.
We'll see if she wanders in this way. Oh, Fishing Chick has made her way down to the world famous dock.
The
so she's
what?
not back in Arizona. She's on LG Bass, and it's all
she's at the dock. I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, she must be making a heck of a deal with it.
She's got a world tour going on apparently.
Yeah, I see that Betty with a couple crosses fishing has been a member for 6 months.
Good job, Betty.
Mark with Catfish and Crappie has been a member for 14 months.
Yeah, he became a member like it was at least 10 minutes after I did.
Yeah, something like
that. Maybe an hour. I mean, it was long. It was a long time after I did.
Yeah, that was great. There's Daryl with Trophy Seeker Outdoors. He's joined us. He'll be, I believe that's Mark's guest tonight.
Yes, it is.
Mark says member number 1.
Oh, whatever. Lies. I mean, you can at least give us to me tonight. I'm like giving you shout outs here, Mark. Come on. There's NWMO Fishing.
Matt with Wannabe Outdoors. And Matt, I got a question to ask you after the show. I'll try to send you a message. If I forget, holler at me. We've got an idea that might include you. See if you're interested.
Remember, Matt, it was all my idea. Unless you don't like it, then it was his. Anyway.
Your boy Troy Fishing and Lance McCoo.
Paula Smith says Fishing Chick stayed with her for a few days. That's awesome.
That's way cool. Yeah.
And got on some fish.
Heck yeah.
There, I'm gonna hide that comment. I'm tired of seeing Mark's name. Betty Jean says she is mad that Mark is ahead of her. He did it on purpose because he was supposed to show her. I lost it. How to sign up, and purposely waited 8 months so he could be ahead. Well, I could have showed you very easily in about 15 seconds how to do it if it was Android, because Androids are so that much better.
That's
don't
true.
take all this extra stuff.
I agree. There's Frank with Twisted Fishing TV, another team member. Great to see you in here, Frank. I know Frank's been out catching a bunch of panfish. He had some videos out the other day. If you haven't checked those out, you need to make sure you do. There was Stonefly 71, Crappie Day Fish on. Jody, I did see that Hagen Grubb has a new video out. I watched it a while ago.
I didn't see that one.
Just put the links in the description.
Let's see.
I don't know what Mark's talking about. Let's see.
Mark doesn't know what he's talking about. You just put the link in the description. What link?
Good luck, Paula. We wish you the very best.
Absolutely, Miss Paula. So, Lyle, I had an amazing morning on Saturday morning.
I would agree with that.
It was so fun to watch those guys. And for some reason, Creole won't answer my messages. I think he's mad at me. The only thing he did reply was spawn, angry face. And I kept telling him I love him. I'm sorry I put him through this.
I'm surprised he's not in here. But
I'm sure
one thing that you can figure with catfish spawn, it normally starts in the south and works its way to the north, which means he gets it first, and it happened to hit a week or two probably before he was wanting it to. So there's that, but it started here from what I understand. I haven't been out. We've had some bad weather and different things go on. It's still pouring down rain nearly every other day. But once the water temperature reaches around 65 to 70 degrees, they start spawning, and they don't all go on nest at the same time, but a high percentage of them will hit the middle. There'll be some that go on earlier and some that go on later, but right in dead in the middle of spawn is where your highest percentage of fish spawn at basically the same time. And people will agree or disagree with that, and that's fine. It's fine. I would be willing to take and argue my point with them, and within reasonable thing, But I do know that they don't all go on nest at the same time, but a high percentage of them hit right dead in the middle. And usually in my area, and of course his will be earlier because his water temperature is warmer than mine. In my area, the whole month of June is useless to fish, for catfish. Now, you'll catch some. I'm not saying you won't. But to go out and have great days 3 or 4 times in a row, it ain't going to happen. It's just horrible that day. So it is what it is. To me, that's a great time to go catch bluegill and crappie and stuff like that, which crappie spawn should be.
Clean your boat. Change your
boat.
Do some boat maintenance.
Burn your hand.
Burn your hand. Shut up. I have an emoji for you.
Hey, you know what? We got some guests coming in.
That's what I see that.
Would you? What do you say we bring them in?
That's fine. Well, I was gonna make a stipulation as long as the one on it'd be her left moved over about
James.
6 feet
James.
off the screen. Well,
James.
he's been.
I love you, brother. I don't care what Chad says.
He's been talking smack.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We're wonderful. I forgot about your tournament, or I would have contacted you sooner than last minute. But why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what you got going on here and how you come up with that idea? I think it's wonderful.
Sure. No. So we're hearing about so many members in the community that were in need and needing help, and we were trying to figure out a way to help them. So we kind of came up with doing a tournament to raise money to help those members, and then we had the community nominate people and send us names of who they felt should be nominated and receive the honors of whatever funds we're able to raise. So that's how we got who we have on our list.
Because we know everyone wants to help everyone, but they don't always have the funds and stuff to do it. So this way, everyone can help in some way, whether it be donations for giveaways, donations for the actual people who need help, fishing in the tournament. There's so many ways to help. And we figured if we're going to do a tournament, we got to do it the way we would and we help people in the community. And that's how we kind of came up with this.
Well, I think that's a great idea.
I wasn't taking screenshots of James at all.
Or so if somebody would want to donate a product or something to you guys, are you going to raffle it off? Are you going to give it away? How are you going to do that?
We're letting them decide. So like we told them we're doing giveaways for the chat for the tournament. We're accepting giveaways for the anglers for the whatever prize they want to give for the winner or whatever, or if they want to donate something just to give to someone who's in need in the community. So we've let whoever wanted to donate just decide how they want to do it. We didn't choose where it went. We let them choose.
Well, how about if Catfish Weekly donates a mug and you can do with it as you want? You can raffle it, you can give it away as a prize. I don't care what you do with it as long as it'll help you guys out. If you'll give me your shipping address after the show, I will send it out tomorrow.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much. That would be a big help. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Well, anything that we can do to help our fellow anglers, there are some in need, and there are some of them that would never ask for it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes
You need wound care.
sometimes they get in need and they won't ask for it, and unless somebody else tells you about it, you never know. And
Right.
so there's a lot of things. I can see something becoming of what you're doing here as an organization just to help fellow catfishermen, and it wouldn't necessarily have to be catfishermen, but it could be. James Dockery, stop it. Stop it. But
Welcome, Grey Wolf. Hey, James, can you say tournament real quick?
What was that?
He wants you to say tournament.
Tournament.
Okay. Just wanted you to make Miss Paula's day again.
Am I missing something?
Sorry, go ahead, Lyle.
Someone loves how you said tournament.
but yeah, this could start out to be, if somebody took off with this, it could be a big deal, and it's a
Really good.
outstanding idea. And this is not the first good idea you two have come up with. So thank you for doing this. It's wonderful, and I hope that it means a lot to a lot of people before it's all done. Um, it's as good as idea as your game show, and I love that.
Me too, since I think I'm still certain that D and I hold the most points on one of your game shows. So,
Yeah, Miss D did wonderful that game show.
Yeah.
Is it true that D drug you through that?
She
Seemed did she not know all the answers mostly?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
pretty good. No, I do, guys. I do think it's a wonderful idea. You guys have put a lot of thought and heart into this, and that's the big thing is the heart part of it, of being there. We talk about catfish community, we talk about catfish family, and you guys are really putting out there what it means to do that. So
I agree. I agree. I'm so proud of you guys. You jumped into our world in a big way, and you've made a huge impact on it. And every time you come up with one of these kind of ideas, it just makes me think that you are in the place you're supposed to be.
great job, Lisabella.
I gotta go.
Well, now
means
I was
a
going to
lot,
include James in that, but if it was up to James where the money was going, it would be to some tree trimming business or Tree Huggers Anonymous.
That's true. We do need to trim those trees because, well, they get in my way.
Hey, Justin's Fishing Fetish has joined us. But yeah, I love this idea. I think it's a wonderful thing, and like I say, I'll be happy to help you any way I can. I think that anybody else, how would one nominate a recipient? That's a great question, Josh.
Just email us or message us.
Yep, that's all it takes. Email or message.
So, yeah, I know you had done a wait a minute, what? I wanted to say James to say tournament again. Oh God, he's thinking like me. Oh Lord, I'd be depressed too. you guys had done your show and you had talked about your thoughts and all that kind of stuff and gave all that. And obviously it's, for people that the community does know and have, it's not like I want to nominate Lyle because he's short, or, Mark because he needs a new 12-inch depth finder.
Taller than Dockery.
You guys got reasons and, little stories behind it. And you didn't just, say, oh, well, yeah, we'll put Lyle and Mark's name on it. You guys are doing your research, and you guys are also reaching out to the folks, because some people, they don't want their name out there or something, or the people know that they may have some issues and need help. So it's nice of you guys have really put your time into it and done all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate that a lot.
Oh,
Absolutely.
we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I think it's a really good idea, and I'm glad that you come up with it. And I've told you before, and I will tell you again, if there's ever anything we at Catfish Weekly can do for a project like this, all you have to do is send one of us a message, or even Cindy. She can get, if you can't get a hold of me for whatever reason, I can't imagine that you couldn't, but you could send her a message or Chad a message. I'm sure if you sent Dee a message, she would make sure Chad get it if she had to hit him with it, which I want that to be on videotape if it happens.
Me too.
But we're pretty easy to get a hold of mostly. I can send Chad a message, and usually within an hour or two, even when he's really busy doing stuff, he always gets back to me, and it's things like this. Whatever we can do to help you, we want to make that available to you.
I mean, I already know you got one of the greatest fishermen in James's eyes fishing Saturday, but if there's anything else I can do for you, you just let me know.
Well, we do still have some spots available for some anglers, so
yes, we have. We need 3 more between both days. 2, 1 for Saturday, 2 for Friday.
So, who can you elaborate on who you have entered as of now?
Sure can.
All right. So we have John Parker, Real Time Catfishing. We have Jeremy Tournament Cats. We have Abbott Fisherman. We have Dan Green Machine. We have Susquehanna Stan and his wife Turtle Lady. We have P&B Paul Boyd. We have Alicia and Lucky Ronnie. We have Catching Them Fish. We have Brian B Catfishing. We have Fields to Water. We have Mr. Freddie, and I think was there anyone
the
left
other one
off?
dropped out. Yeah.
Yep. So I think that's the whole list so far.
And you have 2 openings for Friday and 1 opening for Saturday. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That's correct.
Okay. Now tell everybody how they can get entered in this.
Send us an email or message us on Facebook. Any of that way.
Any way you want to contact us, just let us know you want to be in it.
You can send Lizabella or James either one a message, or the Anglerholics. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And get entered.
Anglerholics@gmail.com.
Uh-oh. Does John Parker remember the phone? No, for Rent-A-Fish.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
Jason Lamb, welcome to chat, buddy. Potomac River Monsters, welcome. Mr. Parker does some amazing things for the catfish community, and I think a world of him. I hope he has a great day, and I hope he's nice to Miss Dana.
Well, you can hope in one hand and
rub them together.
That saint of a woman. I did get a message from James Dockery saying maybe if we raise so much money, Lyle will get his what we always tell you to go get done.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. What is wrong with you?
Anyway.
Oh, man.
All right.
Well, I thank you guys for jumping in here on last minute type thing and going over everything and telling everybody about it. We wish you the very best in your tournament. And like I say, if there's ever anything we can do for you, you guys know how to get a hold of me. One more question before I let you go. I know you got a game show coming up. When is it?
June 18th, I believe it is. That's Saturday, Father's Day weekend. That's Saturday night.
Very good. Very good. And can you elaborate on who's going to be on there?
All of our, besides, there's only 2 that cannot do it, right? Am I correct?
I believe so, yes.
So it's everyone from the past season's going to be coming on. That first Saturday, we still have to find out who wants to come on that Saturday night since it's Father's Day weekend. But, yeah, everybody's coming back for basically a 3-week tournament.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
And the winner of the final winner of the whole game show for the championship is going to win a trophy and a fishing rod.
Heck yeah.
Here's what I'm going to win. I'm going to get a trophy and a fishing rod.
Not a chance, buddy. Not a chance.
They had a song called High Hopes. Have you heard of it? Love you, Mr. Chad.
Love you. Woo! High five.
Welcome, Kevin. That was really
I don't know what to say to that, Lizabella.
Oh, man.
Listen, I couldn't resist.
You
left it open.
Thank you guys again for coming in here on last minute and helping us out with that. And if anybody has anything that they can help these guys out with putting on this tournament, or just for general donations to help other anglers out, contact Lizabella or James, or just message them at the Anglerholics on Messenger, and you will be able to get through to them. If you can't, one of us will help you any way we can. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, you guys take care.
You too.
What a great project, Chad.
It is. You know, I mean, I'm glad that me being the charity-looking case that I am, I could inspire them for that.
That's right. Northwest Missouri Fishing says, I sent you all a message. I'll fish Saturday if there's a spot available. That's one.
There you go.
One. Heck yeah.
Look, he got in this last Saturday, and he's looking for redemption now.
That's right. Jody says, Chad, side bet. I get a bigger score than you.
No, I am not doing any kind of betting with Pontoon Jody.
And she asked me about that once. I said, for cash only. There'll be no wearing wigs or dresses or none of that BS. I ain't doing none of that. If I bet, it's for cash.
That would be the one time out of 100 that Pontoon Jody could outfish me, and she'd have some kind of...
I would much rather shell out do-re-mi if I lose than I would wear a dress. I'm telling you right now, that is never going to happen. That's right, Mark. Cash is king.
Cash is king. That's right.
Oh, man.
Meadow Cats made it in. Sunfish Assassin, Gene Tillman. I don't know if we said Lance McCoog guy earlier.
I think I did. What happened here?
Oh, now look. Now we got people trying to know this is not a gambling channel. We're not doing any kind of gambling.
No.
Freddie thinks he's making bets now. He'd better have a better chance of beating Pontoon Jody. I'm just saying maybe they should make one.
So did Dee decide she is or is not going to come in with us?
I have no idea if she wants to come in here and have a moment about her ladies catfish rumble or not. I heard,
it's Saturday, right?
It is this Saturday, June 4th at 8 a.m. Eastern is when it'll be starting. So
8 a.m. I might be out of bed. Depends on if I'm going fishing or not.
I will let her take the reins here for a few minutes, and I will. Wait. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, we'll get the better looking part of the family.
Oh, smart. Whatever.
You can feel. Hi. You can feel free to change that little thing down at the bottom where it says the Chad, and you can put the D in there if you want to.
You'll just have to change it back. So,
what is up with the fact that you had to work today and Chadwick did not?
Yeah, because I work in the clearance department, and he works in, dispatch. So all the clearance teams had to work today. It's really weird because my team's one of the few clearance teams that's up on the 4th floor. And so there was like me, my supervisor, and one of our agents on the whole 4th floor because everybody else up there had the day off.
Wow. I used to ask my guys that work for me when holidays come up, other than Christmas and Thanksgiving, New Year, stuff like that. I would ask them if they would want to work. And some of them would vote that they would want off, and some of them would say, you know what? There ain't nobody else going to be open. If we're open, we'll make a killing. And that's usually how we went.
Yeah.
Because if nobody else is open, you can pick and choose on the work that you want, take all the easy money, and schedule the rest of it for down the road. And that a lot of times that's what they do. But sometimes they would want off if they had stuff and they didn't want to use vacation time. And I understood that, so we always worked with them. Hey, Brad Caudell has made it in the chat tonight.
Hey, Brad.
Glad
Yeah,
to see
it used to be before, our company got so busy before COVID and, all that stuff that the holidays basically, they would let a certain percentage of people take the day off. And then we worked like 6 hours maybe, and then everybody left. But now we've been a lot busier and everything since we've gotten a lot more business. And after COVID, a lot of other brokers, went out of business, unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, because our business has grown. So we did not call overtime today. Everybody just worked 8 now. So that was nice.
Heck
and
yeah.
Besides, I mean, we get paid time and a half for the hours we work, and we get paid 8 hours of vacation or designated holiday. So it's kind of a good day to work.
It sounds like it. Well, Dee, you've got this great idea for this ladies tournament, and it's coming up this Saturday. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, we've done different things, joking around on the bait shop about taking it over, and so Nina and I took it over one day, and a lot of people in chat talked about, well, you should have a ladies tournament, and I know that there have been other ladies tournaments, but this will be the first one hosted by ladies too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I asked Nina, I was like, you up for it? And she was like, yeah, I'm in if you're in. So then he's such a troublemaker.
I know.
So we started, planning it. We had quite a few people interested. It was nice. I wish I felt more. I wish I wasn't as nervous about having my first hi Betty tournament. So I could have just done 2 days and had everybody involved in it this time. But I really want to see how it goes with one day first.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's a very admirable way to approach this. And then you can go back and look and say, hey, we should have done this or that, and make your rules. Because one thing is for sure, and I've told this to every tournament director that ever asked me, once you set your rules, you can't change them until the next year. It doesn't matter if you're having one tournament or 10 that year. Once the rules are made, unless it's for a safety factor, you have to run them rules that year, and then you can say, okay, we should have done this, or I wish we'd have done that. And people will send you suggestions and say, well, what about this or that? And then you can sit back and decide before the next one comes along and try to improve.
Right. Definitely.
So, yeah, I think
because I had actually thought, at different points during the planning process of not just doing a catfish, but doing an all fish, just so that, depending on where people are, spawn and, all that, and just to make it a little more exciting. But then I would get into what Chad got into with the panfish tournament was, okay, I can't say a bluegill is as many points as a catfish because it's going to be easier to catch bluegill usually. And
Right. Right.
so
You know,
I'm glad we went with catfish.
if it was an all fish tournament and it was open to everyone right now, I would be on the bluegill or crappie. It wouldn't be
Right.
catfish because I know they're going to be going on spawn. If they're not already, they will be in the next week or two. So, yeah, I would opt for numbers and
Yeah.
take bluegill anytime like that. And but it's different, and that's one thing about that shocked me. You know, our buddy Creole has had a run, and he's done
Oh, I
extremely
know.
well in these tournaments. Well, last week it didn't work out so good for him, but that's because we're all in a different area of the United States.
Mhm.
We all have different water temperatures. We have different air temperatures. We have different waters, and the spawn and many other factors affect it different ways. And it caught up to him last weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I know. When I I might have slept a little late Saturday.
Really?
And when I got up and I heard Chad going over where everybody was, I was like, Creole did what?
Yeah. But it happens. I mean,
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna have those days.
everybody does have those days. And anybody that says they never have a day like that, they're full of it because everybody has them. Anybody that's
Unfortunately, we
honest
seem to have
will
more
agree.
of those days than other people, but
Yeah, that's right. That is exactly right. But, it does happen, and you just got to overlook it and go on. That's all.
yeah. I look at it this way, the worst day fishing is still better than the best day working. So
That's a fact. Now, it really is. It really is. So, I don't know. Do you have the list of people? Can you go over the list of who all's involved?
I do not, because my
Okay.
phone's in the other room.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now you did have enough participants that you did go to the wheel to pick your. That's awesome for first time and have to do that.
Yeah, and it's really odd because apparently there are people just learning about it because I'm getting messages asking, "Hey, how do I get in?" And I'm like,
You can't.
"Yeah, this time, maybe next time."
Well, maybe that will get them encouraged to watch the Bait Shop or Catfish Weekly or
Right.
Catfish and Crappie or some of the shows that support what you're doing.
Yeah.
Next time they'll be able to pick up on some of that no matter where they're at.
Right.
I know that I've heard Kevin announce different times that different stuff that he's not involved with, and I think we all should do that. The problem is, unless somebody sends the stuff to me, I never know about it. And we're happy
Right.
to announce any of that if we get it. It doesn't matter if it's an online tournament or something like that, or if it's a in-person tournament. We do that. We announce results from tournaments, but you have to send them to. I don't have the time to go through
Right.
the internet and search them out. But anybody that takes the time to email or message them to Chad or I, we will happily announce that as many times as we can before the event happens. So that works out
Definitely, because
really
I know
well.
Catfish Weekly and all the other channels you've mentioned have done really well with helping Chad promote his tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
It's helped us grow Fields to Water, which it's kind of encouraging to see that we're growing, because it was very discouraging when he already hit 1,000 and we had to start over. So
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in that. I don't understand why that ever happened. It should never have happened. And but you're going to get there again, and it'll take off. And in 2 or 3 years, you'll forget all about it. So,
right.
but that doesn't change the fact that it shouldn't have to start with. Whisker Pig Fishing says he has weeks like that. You
I'm
couldn't
right there
tell,
with you, Whisker Big.
you couldn't tell by watching his videos. Looks like he catches fish every time he goes out. Because he catches a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Anthony Duckworth, how you doing? But yeah, they I just secured out spot for Saturday. Hope it's redemption time.
Oh
Northwest
yeah.
Missouri Fishing. He done great in that tournament. He had everything worked except that the fish didn't cooperate. But Man, he had great audio, great video, nice rig, very clean looking boat. So wish him the best of luck this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I believe that might have been the first one he was in, so it'll be really nice to see him have another showing. And
Well, I know kind of where he's at. Not exact spots or nothing, but the area generally that he's fishing. So it's not that he's not on fish. There's fish there. Everyone has days or weeks just not getting on the fish. Another
how can
guy
he
that,
say that?
how could he ever know?
Yeah, I know.
How would he ever know? The man catches
Okay,
30, 40
everybody
fish a
but
day.
James Dockery
Yeah.
has.
I can't believe he would say that.
He's just trying to be encouraging to the rest
I
of us.
guess. He's a hoot, man. Catches
Yeah.
more fish than anybody I know, I'll tell you that. There's Art from the 1 Ton Fishing Club. Welcome, Art. Is Chad just give you the end of the show, or are you going to do the giveaway too, or is he going to come back and do it sometime in the next hour or
I'm
two?
not sure how to do it. I think he should probably come back and do it.
You
But,
think? I think he likes his time off. He's probably putting something soothing on his
he's
hand.
probably in there. Oh, my hand.
I know how that feels, so I can't really say that.
Oh, I'll tell you what. When he showed me today, I was like, "Oh my goodness, burns are bad."
They are. They're the worst. They really are. Mike, Cindy is not fishing this tournament. She didn't get picked out of the drawing, but she was entered. So
Yeah.
next time, maybe. We'll see how that works out.
Okay. Well, it looks like he is going to come back.
I didn't know if y'all were going to have me back.
Dee, thank you so much for going over everything, and wish you guys and all the contestants the best of luck this weekend. And see you then.
Okay. Well, thanks, Lyle.
All right. See you soon.
Yep.
Great job.
Thanks.
Oh, right in my back, my rightful spot. Back in my rightful spot. There we go. Oh,
I don't know. She filled that spot really well.
she really, she does.
She does. She does awesome, man. Always got. I'm looking forward to that tournament. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I do, and I think it's a sign of change as well.
I do too.
It shows that how many women now they've been out there, a lot of them fishing, but the change I'm talking about is they're starting to grow in numbers in our community.
Yep.
To see that she had almost double the amount of people want in than she had spots for. So,
and tells me that next year's will probably be a 2-dayer.
Yeah.
So that's always good. Chad, if you have the giveaway tool pulled up,
oh yeah,
you know what? I have some D&L snake weights to give away. And Dennis sent us a bunch of them, and we're about to run low on them. So we have some other stuff to give away when we run out of these. He sent me several packages, and we broke them up into single deals. These will be 2-ounce snake weights from D&L Sinkers. And we'll run a couple of these and give them away before we head over and watch Mark with the Catfish and Crappie podcast, because he has a girl on tonight. That should be a great show.
all
So
right. There's
your
the hashtag.
There's your hashtag D&L Sinkers. But you know what we got going on next week, don't you, Chad?
Is that the one where you're going to just talk about my praises and how great I am?
No.
That's not that one?
But, we do have some special guests coming on for next week's show. Yeah, we do. Keith with fishing and stuff.
Oh, he's special.
He's special. Dieter Melhorn.
Oh, he's real special.
He's special ed. We have Bob with Bobcat Outdoors. And we're crossing our fingers for one more, and I'm not going to say his name, but I have been told that he is going to join us. I hope so. And we're going to take questions and answers and let these guys tell stories of how they have been successful in the YouTube world. Now, These guys will answer questions on cameras on what you have to do to promote yourself, how you get to be somebody in the youth. If you have any questions of any kind about any aspect of what we're going to be talking about, these guys can answer. In my opinion, they may not be the biggest in the world, but they're some of the biggest in the catfishing industry.
Yeah,
And
listening to the names,
extremely knowledgeable.
exactly, and listening to the names that you just called off, it's people that have been in the industry, or from beginner, we'll call it a beginner, some of the around 1,000 or so subscribers to what we would consider the top echelon. So
That's
for a
exactly right.
subscriber count, right?
Yeah.
I know
Keith
everybody
is nearing
uses
200,000 subscribers.
Yeah, well,
I don't know where he's
everybody
at,
was
but-
mentioned, and
Yeah.
I've had personal conversations with all of all of them, a little bit with some, a lot more conversation with others, and the brains behind their thought methods is what I'm very intrigued about.
And how they come up with the ideas for thumbnails or
Yes,
and I think that you'll find that most of them will agree that the thumbnail is one of the most important parts about your video, because it grabs not only the people that's watching them already, but people that's not watching them. It's the first thing they see to get them interested
Yep.
in watching what you're doing.
Yep,
So
I agree.
it this is going to be a great information thing, and I'm just going to throw this out here so Mark knows that I can't imagine this being over in an hour, and I hate to be that way, but I just don't. I think there's going to be so many questions. I just don't see how we can get it done.
I agree,
And
and that's
if
why
we
I
do,
wore a
that's
shirt this
great.
week. I'm sucking up this week.
Sucking up ahead of time. Wow.
Yeah.
Richard Mad Catters Catfishing says, I agree. Matt says Chad needs to put D on every thumbnail then.
Hey, I did put it on last week's, and I did notice a jump in viewers that night. So,
But this is going to be a great show. We want everybody to think about it. Write your questions out ahead of time. I can't promise you we'll get to all the questions, but we will do our best, because these guys are planning on answering every question that we can get. If we miss them, please don't be mad. Just keep putting them up there. We'll get them when we can, because there's going to be a lot of questions, and the information we're sharing. If this other guy makes it, it'll really be special. So we'll
I
see.
agree.
We'll see how that works out. So. But yeah, it's going to be a fun show. Every one of those guys are a lot of fun to hang with. So you can't go wrong with a deal like that. We'll see how it works out. Fishing the Mid-South has been timed out.
Who's been timed out?
Fishing the Mid-South?
Oh no, my another person has been timed out. Okay.
Oh, the squirrel on his chin died and it's decomposing. I don't know. I got in the middle of something wrong here. How we doing on the giveaway?
Who knows? But who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Oh man, how we doing on the giveaway tool?
We got 27 entries, Lyle. That's it.
That's
Let
all.
me go back over here. I'm going to share this back out. We got 76 people watching. I would expect that people would be able to use these weights.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Oh man, they're great weights too.
Yeah, let's give that about 2 more minutes. Hashtag DL Sinkers. Get that typed into chat right there, and for your chance to win.
Absolutely.
Everybody can use singers.
Oh yeah.
Singers aren't cheap. Speaking of, I love what you did with the description, Lyle. And then too often we go into people's shows and stuff and don't check the description, but I'd love for you to tell folks what you have added to the description of our weekly stream.
I contacted Chad today, and in the below our descriptions every week, I've had the equipment stuff and different things that I use when we go out fishing, Cindy and I. And I asked Chad to give me a list, and it woke me up to this fact of a lot of things that he uses that is different than what I use. Not that it's any better or not. It's just different, and it shows support for several different companies that we both support, but never thought about. And so it's in the description if you check that out. And by the way, if you guys have any comments or questions, please go ahead and leave them once when you watch the videos or after it posts up on YouTube, because I look at every one and answer them, and if there's something specific for Chad, I make sure that he knows that it's there, because he can go in and look at it and check it and answer questions anytime he wants to. So yeah, anybody that wants to be a part of that, just join down there. But if you're interested in knowing what kind of stuff we use, whether it be rods, reels, tackle, sinkers, different things, it's all listed in there. And I did add today. I added Patriot custom floats.
Yeah.
I added that in my boat because I didn't have it in there, and I never thought about that.
Yeah, and
Didn't think about the last few years. My boat's changed every year or two, But now I'm back to Old Faithful. So
I will have to continue to send updates or do updates on mine, because I got in what I can remember. I had just woken up
yeah,
after my tragedy today, and I wasn't thinking 100% clearly, but I got out what I remember, could think of. And
James Dockery, do tell. I'm almost afraid to see what it is. Almost afraid.
so
You just never know about Mr. Dockery. But then again, he probably caught 30 fish today, or 40.
probably.
Did everyone hook set James Dockery? If you haven't, you can go to James Dockery Fishing and do that.
$9.22 barbecue. I'm not sure what that NO thing is in front of the DL sinkers, but I don't think that's going to take as a hashtag, my friend.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But we'll give you a second here before we roll the P and see if you can get it corrected and get in here.
Cool.
And don't forget, if you're a veteran, current or present day, or current veteran military personnel, be sure to go to our public page on Catfish Weekly and jump in on the giveaway for 2 bank sinkers from Mr. Richard Ward. You're going to love them. Mad Catters Catfishing donated those, and we're going to give them away to current, present, past, or current military. And they're awesome. They really are. I put them back out in the garage because I don't want to knock them over. And they're made heavy enough they might break some stuff. I think we're time to go.
Let's do it. Ready, and let's do it. Look, lady.
Look, lady. Awesome.
Congratulations, sir.
Just send us a message on Catfish Weekly after the show with your shipping address, and we will get them shipped right out to you. Chad, what do you say we do another one?
One more time.
One more time. There's Jim Smith.
Here we go. Congratulations again, Look, lady.
John Boy's
a nice set of antlers on your thumbnail. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're in my area.
Really?
Yep, right across from the wrong side of the river.
On the wrong side. Stonefly.
Stonefly 71.
Oh, buddy.
Congratulations, pal.
You know how to get a hold of me. Just message us on Messenger or send me you also can send us an email to catfishweeklytv@gmail.com and tell us you're the winner. Either way, whatever works for you. Can we do a Has Life giveaway for only veterans to enter? Has, you can. You just tell me how you want to do it.
Well, I'll throw this out to Has. Could we also do that on the July 4th celebration out of the list of veterans that go over and enter for on the Facebook page? Maybe that's something we could do and have a kind of a celebration of all that.
That would be great if he wants to do it that way.
Just a thought. as we are now at 9 p.m. God's time. That's 8 p.m. Lyle's time.
That is
He said,
good.
absolutely. That sounds great. So we will try to make note of that, Lyle.
I didn't see. Absolutely. Okay. So Has, you can just message us and let us know what you want to do, and we'll add that to the July. What was the date on that? 6th?
July 4th.
4th. Yeah, July 4th is on a Monday. And we'll add that to our giveaway that night. Thank you so much for helping out with that. I know the veterans will love it, and let's face it, there ain't nobody needs and deserves it any more than those guys.
Yeah, make sure you guys go over to the Catfish Weekly Facebook group and look for that post. If you are a active or retired or whatever, make sure you put it on there, your rank and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And we will add all those fine folks into the drawing for those giveaways.
And you know what, Chad? I bet we give away some stuff to the regular subscribers, the people that's watches the show. Yeah,
we would never.
I bet we do.
You act like we were big sweethearts.
Well, yeah.
You know.
Be sure to tune in to the bait shop on Thursday night, followed by Panfish Nation, and then we'll be here next week. And right after we're done, which is pretty quick, Mark with the Catfish and Crappie podcast will be on. I think Daryl Morris is his guest tonight, so you want to make sure you watch over there. Freddie says, I will piggyback with having Freddie's and Nina's hat combo as well. Thank you, Freddie. Just message us about that, and we'll add that to the prize list. By the time this is done, this could really be something, Chad.
Heck yeah.
Any closing statements, my friend?
Just a thank you again. Reminder, this is Memorial Day. Yes, it's coming to an end, but the reason why we are able to celebrate, why we are able to do what we do, with going fishing, putting on shows like this, going out fishing live, et cetera, and it's, all those people that have fought for our freedom and fallen for our freedom. So don't forget to lose sight of that, please. It's, always thank a veteran anytime you see them or, anytime you can. So that's all I got to say, Mr. Lyle.
They mean the world to all of us. They mean the world to all of us. And thank you guys for everything you ever done. Hey, Dale, you just about missed us tonight, buddy. All right, guys. See you. Be sure to tune in to Mark. He's coming on.